I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be, does she only like my money? I got an email here from a guy who's basically gotten himself into a really shitty position. And from what he shared with me, it sounds like he's, in his neediness and his desire to get a woman to love him, he's let this girl move into him. She doesn't have a job or anything. And she's constantly told him she's only interested in friendship. And so now she's staying at his place for free. And on top of that, he's giving her money. And then once he gives her the money, she's like, can you get out of my room now? I mean, it's just awful the things that some guys do in their desire, their neediness for love. I remember years ago, I had a gal that used to work for me. She was a very attractive girl. And she used to work at Hooters at one point when she was in her early 20s. And she was just telling me how her and some of the other girls that worked there, because these rich older guys or just successful guys would come in there and they might have been successful making money and having a business, but when it came to women, they were totally fucking clueless. And they think, oh, I can buy her happiness. So they take her places on their private plane, or they come in and they bring her gifts. And so they just sit there and they flirt and they act kind of feign interest. And these guys are like literally trying to push this stuff on them, so they're kind of like, okay, well, I guess if you want me, oh, that diamond ring is like, wow, you really shouldn't. He's like, no, it's nothing, no big deal, I want you to have it. Well, okay, well, I guess I'll keep it, thank you so much, let me give you a little kiss on the cheek. And it's just, I mean, it's awful what I see guys. It's funny, a lot of guys, especially guys that got money, and they're like the worst ones. They think they can use gifts and stuff or money to bribe or to buy a woman's love. And it'd be a lot easier for them if they just went out and got themselves a hooker than having to, to give their money or to put themselves in a position where they're going to get walked all over. So he says, hey, Corey, please tell me what to do. This guy, apparently, he's written me before. I think I did a video recently for him answering some of his previous questions. So I think the previous email I had answered for him, this girl was telling me she just wanted to be friends, so I told him what to do. And, well, obviously he didn't listen to me, because a few weeks later I get an email, and he's like, hey, she's living with me now, and I'm giving her money, and she tells me to get out of the room when I get money to her. It's just awful. So he says, yet she still doesn't want me to say anything. So in other words, she's living in his house in one of his spare bedrooms, but yet she says, I don't want you telling anybody that I'm living here or anything about us. And so, in other words, what she's really saying is, I don't want anybody, any of my friends or anybody that knows us, to think that you and I are together, or that there's anything going on. Because at the very least, I wouldn't want somebody to find out that I'm using you. And I think that's basically what she's communicating to you there. He says, last night I walked by her room trying to make my way out because the previous day she asked me for some money. And then he says, I asked her, do you really love me? And she says, yes. Yeah, she loves you as a friend, which she's told you umpteen times. But I think her attitude is, you can believe whatever you want about us, but just give me the fucking money, basically. So he said, she was smiling at me, and I gave her the money anyway. But then she asked me to get out of the room. And basically she's saying, hey, thanks for the money, sucker. Now can you get the fuck out? Because I got plans. I got shit to do. Oh, that's awful, dude. It's a bad way to go. In fact, it was very embarrassing. You think? So how do I stop her from coming close? I don't know what you mean by that. I always feel pity for her since she is not working at the moment. Is she really taking advantage of me? And it's like, if you have to ask, she's taking advantage of you. I mean, deep down, you already know this. I mean, deep down, you know you're being a total sucker, but you're just like, oh, if I could just get her to be near me and around me more often, then I could convince her to love me. And now she's living under your roof, and she's totally taking advantage of you and the fact that you have a crush on her, and she doesn't feel the same way, but she figures, hey, well, you know what? If you're willing to go along with it and you're willing to allow her to use you, then you deserve what you get. So he says, please tell me what to do. And I would say, dude, you need to grow a set of balls, and you need to be a man, and you need to tell this fucking loser and this con artist in a nice way to get the fuck out of your house and go find some other poor bastard to use. I mean, that's just not cool, dude. It's like, how can you have any self-respect by letting this chick live in your house. And the very fact that you're asking her, do you love me? It's like, you need to read my book. I told you that a couple weeks ago, and you didn't do it. And you're not going to turn this area of your life around if you're doing a half-assed job of trying to learn the information I teach. I mean, yeah, you can learn a lot from the videos and the articles that I write, but the videos and the articles that I write are questions that tie back into the book, because the book is a baseline knowledge that you need to know. And most of the guys that write into me have read the book, and they're writing in questions because they're either struggling in applying it, or they've got a limiting belief getting in the way, or they're just a situation they're not sure how to handle. But if you haven't read the book, it's like you're literally like flying blind in the dark. And so you got to read the book, get to know what's in there backwards and forwards. You got to read it 10 to 15 times to the point where you literally could get to know it so well you could teach a class on it if you had to, or you could give a seminar on it, or you could teach other people. I mean, you have to get to know the stuff so well that when a girl says something to you or does something, you know exactly right away what to say, what to do, how to respond, because you know the material so well. Well, when you just know a few bits and pieces because you watched a few of my videos and read a few of the articles, I mean, you're still going to be making way too many mistakes, especially something like this, because I would never tell you to do something like to let a girl move in with you like this. Just an absolute horrible idea. It puts you in a weak position, and it communicates you're needy. And if a woman can walk all over you, she's not going to respect you. If a woman doesn't respect you, there's absolutely no fucking way in hell that she'll love you. She may love you as a friend, or her male girlfriend, or her butler, so to speak, or her kept man, or her guy that waits on her hand and foot. But like I said, you're never going to get anywhere with this dude. You got to have some respect and just invite her to go live with somebody else and do what I told you to do the last time, which was to not pursue this girl at all. I told you not to pursue her, but only arrange a date to get together and stick to your guns on what you wanted, which was something more than friendship. Say, I'm not interested in friendship, but give me a call if you change your mind. And then you send me this thing sitting here, oh yeah, now she's living with me and I'm giving her money, but yet she's still telling me, let's just be friends. It's just, dude, you're going to get your heart fucking broken doing this, and it's just an absolute bad way to go. So do yourself a favor, download my book. You can read it for free on my website, or you can download it, the Amazon Kindle version. It's only 99 cents. So if you find this message of value, you can show your appreciation by going down to the Wibby toolbar at the bottom of your screen if you're watching this video on my website, and click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information in this video. At the very least, please share this page with all your friends and family by clicking any one of the social network sharing buttons, which are also located on the Wibby toolbar at the bottom of your screen. And if you got a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic that you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 3 or 4 paragraphs maximum detailing your situation, your questions, your challenges, and you just got to give me 7 days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet. I also get a lot from my paying phone coaching customers, and I got to focus on their emails first, but be patient, and I will get back to you. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session by going to any page on my website, click the Products tab at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions for booking a paid phone coaching session. And I will talk to you soon.